民法を誹謗し、
That was a fantastic episode. I've just seen the first episode of Hell's Paradise, and I gotta tell you, it was amazing. So, I had no real intentions of watching this. I've seen the commercials and the trailers, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. But I was like, I'll watch it eventually. But anyways, I ended up finding the first episode, I watched it, and it was actually pretty good. So let's talk about it. We start off by getting introduced to the main character, Gabi Maru, who's like in some sort of prison, and the prison is basically trying to kill him. They tried beheading him, they tried like setting him on fire, they tried putting him in like the pots, boiling him, I guess. And they also tried doing like the cow thing where you put like 2 cows on each leg and they just run different directions. But ultimately, none of these methods seemed to work on him, because when they tried to behead him, the sword just broke. And when they tried to like burn him, he just like basically walked out of the fire. Nothing basically happened. Throughout this whole thing, Gabi Maru was like, man, I want to die. Why can't you guys kill me? It's like, hurry up, you know? That's basically the emotion he's giving off throughout the whole ordeal of the prison trying to kill him. We also get introduced to Yamada Simon, who's basically writing down everything that's happening in the prison to Gabi Maru. She's basically performing the investigation on him. She's like asking him, who are you? Where are you from? Why are you here? Stuff like that. So we're actually getting introduced to Gabi Maru through Simon. We learned that Gabi Maru was raised in a ninja village, and the chief of the village killed his parents when Gabi Maru was a baby. And then he was raised as like a ninja, carrying out various missions for the village, basically assassinations. He ended up marrying the village chief's daughter, and that's basically when he started having emotions and he liked her, and you know, she was like changing him. She didn't like that he was going out killing people. So he just wanted to live with his wife, and he told the village chief, he's like, hey, I just want to live with my wife. I don't want to do this killing thing anymore. I just want to go. The chief was like, yeah, sure. Do this one mission for me. And of course, he was betrayed by the chief and some other random ninjas in the village because he was trying to leave the village, right? They're like, nah, you can't leave. You're doing this forever. And that's basically how he ended up in the prison in the first place. So we basically found out later on in the episode that the reason none of the attempts to kill Gabi Maru in the prison is working is because he's preventing it. So he was unconsciously using his superhuman abilities to prevent his death because he was in love with his wife and he couldn't stand leaving her alone, basically. Ultimately, Simon ended up recruiting Gabi Maru to go to this crazy island that turned people into plants and dismember them, because the Shogun is looking for an elixir of eternal life. So after watching the first episode, here are basically my thoughts. I actually knew nothing about Hell's Paradise. I didn't read the manga. I have seen like the trailers that came out last year for it, and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. But after watching the first episode, I am like 100% invested. The opening and like the music in this anime is like amazing. Like I don't really expect anything less since it's Studio Mappa basically producing it. Even the animation is like so nice and clean, right? So I have like no complaints right now. I probably won't, but overall I think this is going to be like a super good anime to watch. I'm super intrigued. The first episode was fantastic, 10 out of 10, you know, it was super great. I'm super curious to see where the story goes, and I can't wait to meet the other criminals who will be on the island with them. I'm assuming it's going to be some sort of battle royale on the island with a bunch of crazy stuff happening, but like I'm 100% invested. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be like one of the top animes for this season, 100%. Even, matter of fact, for the year. Definitely check it out. I'd 100% recommend it, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I just realized something. I actually read one of the mangaka's newer works, Ayashimon, but it's been canceled. I didn't even know he was the same author that did Hell's Paradise, so it's kind of crazy. Now, like, I have to read it. Like, I have to read Hell's Paradise now. All right, see you later. Bye.